Hey, what's going on, guys? So we've been playing a lot of Elden Ring offline lately. I've just been kind of leveling up, rune farming, things like that, so that we can raise our levels. One of the things I knew about this game was it was going to be really hard for me to take down any bosses or really any special mini bosses until I actually leveled up the game. This being my first Dark Souls game, I knew I was going to spend a lot of time behind the scenes rune farming and then just raising my levels in order to be able to take down some of these more difficult fights, because I am not the slickest when it comes to dodging and rolling. So what you're going to see right now is we're going to go through some video that I captured on a crystal cave. So this is part of the farming, part of the rune farming, and we need smithing stones. And the crystal caves allow you to get the I forgot what it's called. It's called the ringing bell or something like that, in order to turn into those two crazy looking women that are merchants up in the round table, and you give this this offering bell to them. I think that's what it's called, and therefore then you can buy smithing stones there in order to upgrade your weapons. So this is kind of the end of that. We're just going to go ahead and play through it and see it. I'll narrate it as we go. I played this last night, so this was be day 9. And sure enough, this thing just popped out of nowhere and surprised me. I don't know what this thing is, but it's like, it's got like 4 arms and it goes crazy. I think most of it is made of wood. That's what it looks like to me, but it is nuts. So we're making our way. We made our way already through the cave itself. We're down at the bottom. I think we're 1 level before the final boss down here. Now the boss down here was really, it's really a strange boss. It's not a difficult boss, and I don't think it has anything to do with my level or skill. It's just, it didn't seem like it was that difficult. Where are these guys? What are these guys even called? Damn. What do they have? Like 4 freaking crossbows, or 2? They have 2 crossbows, 1 in each hand. It looks like that. I thought they had 4. Yeah, they're loading their crossbows over there. They might have 4, man. It looks like they have 4. Trying to bait them to come in here. This is a messy fight. This is just, I just got to go in there and just go crazy, try to block what I can. Thankfully I've got my HP is a little bit higher now, but look at that. Oh my god, it's like, they're like machine gun crossbows. Oh, and it's hard to target. Like I wasn't even targeted on one of them. Holy moly, what is he doing? Okay, he's done. Definitely got to take a heal after that one. Sometimes, you know, it's like you got to take a bunch of hits, especially from this trash mobs, because there's no way to like you know, separate them. Like in this case, they just popped out of nowhere, so I couldn't separate them at all. I had to like just go ahead and take them and just take damage, and the arrows are just sticking out of me. But other times, like this room is great. This is a great example. This room has 2 of these guys in there, at least 2 that I can see, and I've been trying to pull them with arrows, because I realize, oh, by the way, what I'm doing there is I'm doing some magic. For some reason I thought that guy had magic because he had some crystals in his hand, so I thought maybe he's going to throw some magic bombs at me or something. So I've been trying to fortify myself with magic, or with fortification of fire or anything, depending on what I'm fighting. So I've been doing that. Now here's the other thing. So I was saying how if I see 2 in a room, I'm trying to use my bow and arrow to actually pull them out, because of the fact that it's a lot easier. Now notice I didn't know there was 2 in there until just then. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm backing out. So if I can pull them easily, that's what I'm going to do. Now the bow seems to be the best way to pull them. It doesn't cause the other ones to react. You can actually kill it right there next to them and they won't even notice. And so there we go. So that one's done, so I don't have to worry about that one. Now I've got the other one. I can do the same thing. I can give it time to react and come over to me, or if I can take it out before it gets here, great, just do that. Now, one of the things with the bow that I realized in this game is that if they move to the side, the lock-on does not stay on the bow. The lock-on of the bow does not stay on the target and follow the target as it moves. There are times where you can actually move yourself a little bit, so it actually will shoot the arrow in the way that it's actually the target is actually moving. Look at this, a surprise freaking encounter. I'm like, oh, and I was still using my bow. Very important thing I learned early on, and I tend to forget to do it sometimes, like right here, was if I'm using my bow, when I'm done, I need to switch immediately to my shield again, because I'm going to need my shield, especially for surprise attacks like that. This shield, I'll tell you what, the shield has really served its purpose in this game. I do not roll into any place without having a shield. It is a great thing for block. I mean, I can't believe how much I'm actually blocking with the shield. There was actually before, there's plenty of games I hardly ever use a shield. I would just dodge or roll or run away or whatever, or take the hit. And I'm realizing in this game, you really cannot take the hit. If you can avoid to take the hit, do it. Rolling out of the, like dodging and rolling is one and the same, is probably the best way to do it. It does take your stamina, and so does taking a hit on your shield, but you start rolling, you find yourself rolling like extra amounts of time, and then your stamina goes really low. So I'm trying to control my hyperness of wanting to roll out of everything and continually roll, because it drops my stamina, and then I just got to keep backing up until my stamina comes back up. But yeah, blocking with the shield is so important in this game. Sometimes it helps just save you from that one big hit, and you're like, yes. All right, so this room, this is a pain in the butt, because obviously if I go down there, I'm gonna be, tracking all these guys to me. So I'm definitely pulling them with the bow. I'm just gonna go one by one. It takes a little bit long, only because they are so slow, and they really just take their time coming up. And sometimes they I don't know, see, like he forgot what he was doing. He's got a little bit of dementia, I think. I don't know. Hey, no pun intended about dementia. I'm not making fun of it. I'm just saying, this guy just walks away. He's like, oh, I think I was going somewhere. Short-term memory, maybe. I don't know. And then he's backing out. He's like, I see him over there. I have no idea how I'm going to get to him, but I'll just keep backing out this way. Notice that my single fire without the power shot is weak. Totally weak sauce. 17 damage. I mean, seriously? But I was just keeping him interested. This attack here, oh my gosh. I cannot stand that thing. It's like a drill right through my heart. This is why I forgot. I used the magic fortification. I forgot to use it at this time, because that would have helped a lot on that. Man, I lost so much freaking health on that. That guy pulled that thing out. I'm like, oh my God, he's drilling me. It's terrible. He's like, nah. And it goes right through your sword. I mean, right through your shield also. There's another potion. I hate taking all these potions on these stupid little fights, because of the fact that I don't know what's down there, and if there's going to be a grace point before whatever we're fighting. And so it's like, it gets me worried that I'm going to be like without any heals. Here we go. See, this was a little smarter. He's like, came immediately. Let him hit you and then do this. There we go. Just a one hit. That's perfect. By the way, we're picking up these crystal shards that are these purplish, bluish purple rocks that are on the ground where they're mining. They also have some. That right there was a problem when I did not click L1 to put my bow in place. There we go. Anyhow, the crystal shards and these yellow stones are what we're picking up here. I do not know what the crystal shards are for at this time. I just know that I'm picking them all up. There's some kind of material. In fact, let me see if I can find that out real quick while I'm watching the rest of this. They might be for nothing. That's that R2 swing after they hit you. After they hit your shield once. Crystal shards, crystal shard. Is it crystal? No, I don't even know what they're called. What are they called? I'll have to see when I grab another one. I thought they were called crystal shards. They're not crystal shards. Crystal something. We'll see. I'll pick up a couple more words in a second. I'll see what they're called. There he comes, Mr. Slowpoke. And then he runs. You get the same hit. Boom. See ya. That guy freaked me out when he just came running like that. I thought he was going to come up. I was like, no, 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 just stay there. He looks like a sorcerer. He might, I don't know if he is, but he looks like one. All right, so let's take out this other guy. He's just drilling away. I just killed his buddy behind him. He didn't even notice. So if you're fighting in the area where they could, like right next to, then that's when they react, when you start using your sword or whatever melee weapon you have equipped. But if you use your arrow and lead them away, and even if they're just up one level, they don't see you. They keep doing their own business, and you can take them one by one. Now notice the pathing is an issue. He didn't know how to get back up there, so now I have to like kind of like, hey, I'm up here. See, he's like, he has no idea how to get upstairs. He completely forgot what he was doing again. I don't understand. It's the craziest thing. It's like, hello, yoo-hoo. Like, there he goes, very slow. He's hoping that by going slow, it gives him time to remember what he was doing. He says, I think I was going this way. I don't know why, but I figure if I keep going this way, maybe I'll figure it out. Maybe. I don't know. We're going to have to see that. So there he goes. Here he is. Hit me once. And watch. The other guy's watching, but he's not reacting. Oh, wait. He's reacting. Look. He's starting to walk slowly towards me. It's that little walk of taking the time to think, how am I going to battle this guy? I think he's going to end me here. I don't know if I'm ready. Let me say my prayers as I go up there and walk slowly. I think that's what he's probably thinking. He's thinking, you know, he's thinking of all the things that he didn't get to do. Take a little juice. Take a little of this moon juice. No. Okay. Yeah. Good riddance. Okay. There's a couple more down here. Let me see if I can see one of those crystal shards. By the way, I did not take that potion to get stronger because, oh, a big fight's coming. No, I just took it because it was doing that better than using a big heal. I thought would be better. That one only heals half. And truthfully, I don't really need the extra strength right now, but hey, it doesn't hurt. I mean, I'm hitting for a lot harder. I'm hitting for like almost twice as much with that. Cracked crystal, that's what it's called. Cracked crystal. And by the way, this is a great place. The crystal caves are a great place to get smithing stones. Cracked crystal, that's what it's called. So let's see, cracked crystal. All right, what is it for? It is a crafting material, so that we know already. Cracked crystal can be used to craft the following items: crystal dart, cuckoo glintstone, shattered shard arrows, and shattered shard fletched arrows. Interesting. They also sell for 10 runes. They actually can be purchased from the Twin Maiden Husk. That's the ladies, for 300 runes. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I don't, you know, crystal darts, cuckoo glintstones, and shattered shard arrows. That's what we're doing. All right, here we go. We're taking this last elevator down. Now, I didn't do the little secrets on the side. There's a couple. If you're going down these mines, by the way, if you look around as you're coming down that little elevator or whatever you want to call that thing, that transporter, it'll show you there's a little ledge that you can jump on. It's like a little cave. If you go in there, most of the time there's just extra resources to grab. I think I did one right before this in the higher level, and then there was like a couple of more of those cracked crystals, whatever they're called. And I was like, all right, great. Last time I did it, there was a smithing stone on another cave, so you can find some things. So here there is no, by the way, there's no grace point. You're just gonna run in here and take care of this crystalline mob. Oh, okay, it's called crystalline, really. So this fight was kind of weird because now if she hits you pretty good. I mean, she hit me pretty good. Now this stuff doesn't really hurt that much, so it's kind of like a Circus Soleil fight. It does bring down, I did some poison dart, see if the poison works. By the way, those little things, when they hit your shield, they hit pretty hard, but they don't hurt you as much. They do hurt, I shouldn't say that. All right, so I did poison on her and I noticed it did nothing. It was like it maybe just like gave her a little dent. So here we go. Now we're gonna do a physical hit again. Not much, didn't really do anything. That could be based on my faith. It could be based on a couple of different things, even though my faith is probably like 50 or something. I'm not sure. So I noticed that there are some bosses that you fight and some monsters that you fight. I don't know what you want to call them, but that certain things don't affect them, or don't affect them as much. Now this right here is the way to just take her. Just go straight forward, keep interrupting her as long as your weapon has pushback, which mine does. There it goes. Just bring her down and then give her the final hook. So not bad. It's a pretty quick fight. There it is. Anyhow, and we got our smithing stone miner's bell. Perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. So that's it. That's what that fight was today. That was last night on day 9. And the reason why we're doing that again is to get that bell, that offering bell, that we can now give that to the 2 maiden husk. I think that's what they're called. They're up in the round table. When you give that to them, they're gonna now be able to sell you smithing stones level 1 and 2. And here's the thing, limitless. You can get as many as you want. Now they do cost something. I mean, obviously, if you have some runes saved up and stuff, perfect, you can go ahead and buy it. So I went ahead and did that afterwards and raised up one of my weapons up to, I believe, 8 or 10. I can't remember. So yeah, pretty good. Now they're not somber smithing stones. They're actually just smithing stones. So they're smithing stones 1 and 2 from this specific cave. Now there are other fights, and when we do that one, I'll record it also and we'll talk about it then. But there are other fights in other crystal caves or other caves that are marked with a, I don't have the game up yet, so otherwise I'll show you. They're marked with a little red cave entrance on the map. Those are the ones you go into. There's about 4 of them, and you get the bell offering or offering bell to give them so that they can then sell you the smithing stones. So keep that in mind. 2 of them are actually in kind of in, I don't want to say the starter location, but kind of in the area that you'll be on earlier in the game to mid game. The other 2 are more in the latter part of the game, so they are in more difficult zones. So just keep that in mind. You might not be able to get to them yet, but this one is fairly simple. And you can look up the actual Crystalian's name and then find out where it's at. Anyhow, hope that was fun. I will see you on the next one. I've got a couple of other little videos I need to edit and put out there or narrate, and it'll be coming up soon. And then I will be streaming today. So if you happen to be watching this on the day that I'm streaming, hey, I'll see you in a little bit. If not, hope you catch one of my streams sometimes. I'll see you guys soon. Until next time, make yourself happy, because if you're not happy, nobody around you is. And as long as it doesn't hurt anybody else or yourself, you'd go ahead and do that. I'll see you soon. Have a good one. I'm out. Peace.